Here we go again, back with another one. World Envision Clothing. About to take y'all through the journey of how we started this clothing line for literally only $120. Now look at us. This is how we come in. Man, it really took us a long time and a lot of hard work to really get here. But we really want to just share our story and share our journey to just let you know that you could do it too. But check this out. Before we even get into the video, I need y'all to do 3 things for me. Run them likes up, subscribe to our channel, and comment on this video. Anybody that comment on this video is gonna have a chance to win a $100 gift card. Yeah, I said it, $100 to shop with us on our website. And then we're gonna read the comments in the next video. So let's get it. Run them likes up, comment, and here it is.
So, all right, we got podcasts, not even podcasts. This is the World Envision podcast, number 1 in the building. We have Marlon Watts, Nicholas Clark, Brianna Scott, and Lanzel.
You did.
My boy. Man.
So we about to take it a little different. You know, we about to share that game and that knowledge on well, really just bring y'all through our journey on how we started this brand. Right, my boy?
Right, we're gonna take them a little bit through the journey.
So we got my girl Bree in the back, gonna ask us a couple of questions.
The great host.
We'll throw these questions up on the screen. And we're gonna just start going from there.
All right,
Let's get it.
so let's begin. So my first question is a twofold question. I want to know what made you all start a business and how did you do it?
You wanna take this one first?
I'll go first. So
Go ahead, my boy.
what made us kind of start a business? What made us start a business was just looking at our environment. We were ambitious kids. We did everything. We were skateboarding. We were playing basketball, football, man on the run, nigga knock on the doors. I mean, whatever. I mean, we were just experiencing a lot of things at a young age, and at that time, you notice a lot of things, and we noticed that our parents didn't have it how you would think that we wanted them to have it. You know what I mean? And so we were like, we not gonna ask them. We gonna create our own way. We gonna help them out. That's that in our mind. We gonna help our family out. And so we started by selling just candy and iPhone accessories. So with the candy, we would go to Sam's Club, and we would get the boxes of candy. Also sell brownies. So Nick Mama made his brownies for him. I ain't had that luxury. So I used to have to go and make my brownies every day, and package everything up, and we would go to our schools and we would sell the brownies. And you know, you wasn't making hella money. You know, you'd at least make $1 off of you'd make $1 off of your 50 cents. You know what I mean? So you was just doubling up all the time. And then we had figured out how to get on eBay. So we would get on eBay and we would get long chargers and rechargeable cases and get the buttons and stuff for the accessories for the iPhone. And that was like a level up. It'd be like, I was like, how much you made over there? He like, I made 100. I'm like, I made 100 too. You just keep your 100, I keep my 100. And then we'll basically just say we want to put up $400. So we'll make our money, and then we will just invest kind of half of it. It was kind of the same as with the clothes. We was like, we're going to put 50% back into the business and go invest in more inventory for the iPhone accessories, and you keep 50%. And so we did that for a little while, and I say we began going to the football games, basketball games, baseball games. We started going to the movies, you know, and we started being social. When you start becoming social, your appearance matter. And we wanted to look cool, and we just saw that fashion was a big thing in our community. So we decided to tap into that, not even knowing what we were doing. Like, us creating clothes and doing clothes was like, oh, we want to be fashion designers, but it was more of a way to like express ourselves and just keep ourselves busy, away from trouble. You know,
be entrepreneurs.
Yeah, just being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily maybe have a full, like, we not the most fashionable people in the world, but like through clothes we able to put out a message that people are able to like represent and be a part of. So it's different now that we think about it. We was just trying to create our own little movement, you know what I mean? It's more of a culture and a family atmosphere than anything, than it just being clothes.
Okay. So I know you all came from low-income communities, so I just want to know, through that, did y'all have any guidance, or were you just learning everything through experience, or how did that go?
Man, I say the best experience is to just get out there and do it. If you just not afraid to fail, you'll be able to learn through your mistakes. So I mean, really, we just did it. Like Marlon, he just came to me one day and he was like, man,
Talking about the wrong shirt.
I want to start this clothing brand. I'm like, let's get it. I honestly didn't even know how to design at that time. Marlon designed our first shirt. So think our first brand was called like, what it was, that Paper Planes?
Paper planes. Why would I get fly today?
It said why get fly today when I'm fresh every day. Like Marlon has spelled every day wrong. It said every day.
Boy, if you don't.
And we were selling it.
It's crazy because
And
he
nobody
sold all
noticed
of them. And I came to that boy house and realized that he had a wrong word on the shirt. Like, and he had already sold all of these shirts. So like right then and there, that just showed me that Marlon is just a good salesman. Cause I don't know if these people read that or if they thought that's what should be on the shirt. So Marlon, he was a sales guy from that day on forward. So I mean, really just seeing that if that could be successful, if you really put some mind to it and some planning and some steps, you could really become successful off the apparel business. But then I think after that we went to another brand.
We started using Uber prints. And
Oh yeah, we started on Uber prints. So I think you got like the first 12 shirts off Uber prints. Kind of flipped them. It was like $120. Flipped them to like $240. We were spending about $10 a shirt, so we wound up getting like 24 shirts. Flipped those 24. Made $400, a little bit less than $500. And then finally we got our first 50 shirts, and I think we was going to like the fairs. How They had like the fairs in New Orleans. We used to be going to the fairs and selling them like straight out of our backpack. And there's still people to this day that know us for that. But really, I think that we learned by just doing it. Like once we bought the 12 shirts off Uber Prints, and we just was like, man, we need to get our price better. So we started to just go to our local print shops and just see like how, we getting it for this price. How can we get it lower? So that was like the first steps on just trying to get a better profit so we could invest more into the company.
And
you know what I
learning
mean?
how to do it ourselves,
And
mainly, instead of ordering it from somewhere and it's kind of coming already done.
Yeah, we started to just order the T-shirts separately. That's how we broke down getting it to a better price. We just ordered the blank shirts and then bring it to our local shop. So that was like one of the first lessons we learned when starting out, how to just get our product at a lower cost. Which was buying the shirt wholesale and then bringing it to somebody that's local or around where you at to print those shirts. But, still getting it better than the price they was getting it for both, before. So we already had a price of $10. So anything under that was just better.
Okay. I know you all started the brand name as World Invasion, so I'm kind of interested to know how did you go from World Invasion to World Division, and what made World Division stick?
Okay, so it was world invasion at first. I mean, we thought we was just going, take over the world, invade the world, and I mean that was pretty cool.
We should show our old designs on the screen too, like
Definitely
how we started
show
off.
some of the
We're gonna
old.
show these.
Show them right here.
We're gonna show. We're gonna put it over my face.
Yeah.
We're gonna show them the everyday.
Yeah, show them all.
Oh, so
You
that's
think
crazy.
you got
Yeah,
the image
bro.
of that?
Yeah,
Wow.
I got that.
But where I left off at? We were what?
We was talking about
The world invasion.
the world invasion.
Okay, so we wanted to do this the curve design that you actually have on right now. We wanted to do that, but it was so many words that it really didn't fit. And so Nick, being a cool guy that he was like, let's just shorten it up, and it still looked the same. So we shortened it up. But how we actually got to World Envision was once we came to college and people started to read the shirts, they read it as World Envision. And it was just so tough to tell them it's World Invasion, World Invasion. Until one day we looked at each other and like, it actually do sound better. And so we kind of just stuck with it and ran with it. And then from there, it's like, we got our vision, like, from just doing it. Everything that
it's
we
crazy.
did, we didn't know what we were doing. We were 14 years old when we first started this. So we were just doing it to do it and kept going and, like, learning along the way. And everything happened for, like, us, and it happens for anybody just the way that it should happen. Like, but you have to, I think we could have been like, no, we don't want to change the name. A lot of people are uncomfortable with change. They would have been like, no, this is my brand name. I'm not changing my brand name because this is what I want and this is what. But it's not about what you want sometimes. It's about what the people want. When we started selling the product, we became more than just us. It became everybody that's purchasing it. And if everybody think that it's there, if they saying this, obviously we maybe should make a change. It's not all about us sometimes.
Yeah, so like when we got to school and we was wearing the shirts, everybody was wearing it. People was like, World Envision, I've been seeing it everywhere. So it's just like the more people started calling it World Envision, we just learned literally through the process. Like if we had to start over, I wouldn't suggest like just, like just going straight through it. At least have some type of plan or action, or in 1 year or in 1 month I want to be able to do this. But really we just learned through it. Like, and that's why it took us longer. Then it got to take some of the people out there because there's so much information now. By us just doing it instead of trying to learn about it and then do it. I mean, we've been doing this since 2010. So like this 2021, we was in high school and stuff, and we still had like to do school, and we couldn't just do our business. But it still took us, from 2010 to now. That's 11 years. We probably wasn't doing it full time, but it still was like we was doing it on our time. So like I really just say start, but also like learn too, and take some action on the stuff that you learn, and see if you could get some results from it.
I'm actually glad you talked about y'all selling your shirts while in school, because I want to know how you were able to navigate running a business and being in college, because I know y'all had two different college experiences as well, as y'all are into different things. So I want to hear from the both of you, how are you able to still push your brand and still be in school and still part of extra stuff that you're into?
I guess I'll go first. I'm gonna be honest. You're never gonna is no real balance when you're doing that many things. Especially like involving school. I had a scholarship to play football, so I was a full-time athlete and trying to do a business. Cause you kind of obligated to certain things. Like you have to do schoolwork and pass school to even play sports. And then once you get past the schoolwork, you have to go, you dedicated to sports, you have practice, you have workouts, you have different things that you have to do there. And then on the back end, once you're just ready to go to sleep, I think we had to work on the business, so it really wasn't, I want to say it wasn't it's no way to like give one of those things 100%. And that's something that I had to realize, and I feel like once I realized that, it actually made me, it allowed me to do all of those things better. Once you're able to say, I can't give everything 100%, what do I want to focus on, or what realistic goals can I have for this, so that you take it as a foundation building moment. Like for us with the business, we had to realize like we're not gonna be able to make $1 million in 1 year if we still in school and playing sports. We're not gonna make $1 million if he focusing on school. He got hella art projects, and you working, you're not even getting a chance to sleep. You got 8 o'clock classes. But what you can do is take the time that you do have free sometimes and like start putting together that foundation to get you where you want to be. Start making those calls. Start talking to people that's doing the things that you want to do. Actually start building the structure. So once you graduate, and we just talking about college, you could be graduating high school and you want to go do exactly what you want to go do full time, that you ready to go do that. Like by the time you out into the world, you graduate college, graduate high school, you need to already have a plan that you built already, that you going to work. You shouldn't be building the plan once you graduate. You get what I'm saying? And so that's what we realized, that we wanted to build a plan while we were still doing everything that we was doing, soaking up all the connections. I'm involved with football, so I have all these team members that I could sell merchandise to. You know what I mean? I don't have to go nowhere to maybe get somebody to post our pop-up shop. Like I get everybody in my room. So you have so many. Once you open your eyes to what's really going on around you, you have so many opportunities, so many possibilities that you can make possible by just being honest with yourself and having a couple goals, because you can't do everything.
Facts. My boy took the cake with that response, really. But I just say, especially Marv being an athlete, it probably was hard, like impossible literally to do the brand. But that's another thing that we learned also. Everybody won't go big. They won't be big. They won't be the biggest brand out there. But if you're not putting 100% of your time to something that you're trying to make that big, what you're saying, it's not gonna be. It's possible, but it's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? So, man, once we just finish, like our main goal was just to just finish college. Like, I mean, we honestly, I told my professor, I was like, I just want to do my brand. Like, they was trying to get us in internships and do different stuff like that. I was like, I'm really just trying to do the brand. Like I want to take what we got and take a shot at it. I mean, I'm young. I don't have nothing to lose. The worst case scenario, I got a degree. I could go, try to get a job somewhere. Something, somebody gonna hire me. You know what I mean? So like, once, after a while, we was doing the brand, but at the same time, we was doing it like minimally, part time, and we just kept saying, can't wait till we graduate. Everybody who we was telling, we was like, man, when we graduate, we gonna turn up. Like, we were telling everybody this, all my friends, and like they know now. They was like, man, I remember y'all boys used to be saying that. Man, we was saying, as soon as we graduate, we about to turn up. Like, and once we graduated, it was just a wrap after that. Like, we just doing our thing now. Gave ourselves 1 year to see if we could create a successful business. After a year, I mean, if it's not successful, if it's not something that could pay our bills and, get us through life financially, then we just gonna go do something else. And did it for 1 year and went crazy. And now, I mean, it's just going up. So we just trying to continue to, drive the momentum and just keep going.
But it's when we went full time.
Full time, 100%. We ain't go nothing less than 100. We was going 110 really. You know what I mean? But full time for sure.
So, I know you said it took you like 10 years to get the brand up and going. So I just want to know what made you all stay motivated through that 10-year span, because that is a very long time. And I know most people, they probably get unmotivated within a day. So how on earth were you able to keep it up for 10 years?
I guess it's just having fun, honestly. Like, we enjoy business is it's just like sports. Like when we go play basketball, we want to win. We want to be in competition. And business puts you at like the largest competition level in the world. Once we really started to understand it, like on most of whatever, your phone in your hand is a business. When you go to the hairdresser, that's a business. Getting your nails done is a business. Just going to school is a business. Everything is like business and structures. And once we really realized that, we realized how large it is, and like how competitive it is. It's 32 NFL teams. There's so many colleges competing for students to come to their university, and like we want to be the top in our space. So we put that on ourselves to be the best. You know what I mean? We challenge each other, and I think that's kind of what keep us not thinking.
It's the people you surround yourself with. Like, you really gotta have people that challenge you. Like, you can't just be having friends that you just want to have fun and just turn up. Yeah, that's cool to do, but you really gotta like be challenged every day you wake up, and you gotta have people that hold you accountable just as you hold yourself accountable. So like, I mean, everybody in our circle just trying to elevate and go up. So those was the people that was motivating me, along with myself, that was like, man, just keep going. It's going to happen. And that's another thing. Like, you got to think positive through it, for, to have a positive outcome, literally. Like, it's that simple. Like, so we just really just kept speaking it, to existence, and our vision was just coming to life. Like, as we was just saying, this is what we gonna do. Like, this is what we gonna do. Like, this, I mean, we was learning how to do it also, but we also was just kept on speaking it, and things was just coming, and we were just taking advantage of our opportunity. Like, stuff was just attracting to us, and we just took advantage of everything that came and just made the best out of our opportunities, and that's what helped us, get in the situation that we in. You dig?
I'm sure you all were always actively pushing each other, but for those that just come, by themselves,
I like that.
what advice would you give them to make it out of the communities that they're in?
Man, don't be afraid to say you don't know. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to also ask for help. And that goes along with the lines of being afraid to just say, I can't do this, or can you help me, or can you show me? That's the best thing. The best thing is, instead of somebody fishing for you, you go and learn how to fish for yourself. And I think that you have to want more. You know what I mean? You have to like take the initiative to want more. Like, it's a difference between saying you want more and then actually going out to make more for yourself. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people I want you to understand that it's not gonna just come to you. Whatever situation you in is not just whatever situation you want to be in isn't just gonna come. I use the scenario all the time where people want to go to LA. I love LA. I mean, I had a great time in LA. Shout out to Los Angeles. Shout out to San Diego. And it was like, when I got to LA, I knew everything that I wanted to do. I had it all mapped out, all planned out. And that's the sort of thing with life. Like, everybody, they got an idea. They think they got life all figured out. And it was I had everything figured out what I wanted to do in LA, and I was still in New Orleans. I wasn't like even physically in LA, and I was counting the time, like at 2 o'clock I'm gonna be, at Flight Club. You know what I mean? Like, I knew what I wanted to do then. I had a whole plan for it. And I think like in life it's the same way. As in, you may be in this one destination, and you think you see where you want to be, of course, but you still have to go to the airport, check in, get on the flight. Like, I'd be on the flight just sitting there, like, oh, I'm gonna, like, you have to go through time to actually end up in your destination. Like, you just don't. I just didn't wake up like, oh, I'm in New Orleans, and then boop, I'm in LA. Like, it takes you to go through something to even get to the next part. And that traveling. Like, if you want to go somewhere else and see some different things, you have to drive and like go through areas that you don't want to be in. Boongie towns where we be driving at night and be like, oh man, barely have a little bit of gas left in the car. We don't want to stop. Like, you gonna have to go through some things that you don't want to do to get where you want to be. And that's the best way the best advice I'd give.
Facts. He right. He hit that one on the money again.
Okay, well, Nick, this one is for you.
Talk to me.
As a business owner, what is some of the biggest challenges that you've faced thus far?
Man, time management, just in scheduling out things that you gotta see yourself, progress and getting stuff done. So just putting time. I do a lot of I design and I make stuff and I come up with creative ideas. Different things like just for the brand. So like a lot of times I might get distracted from something that I have to do, like send like a breakdown to the print shop or something. By like the fun stuff that I want to do, like make this design. So I might have like 5 different, things that is not necessarily, creating just to do, but I like get excited about this one project and I kind of like go to that. And then before you know it, the time of the day gone and I didn't miss the whole day of, getting something printed or doing something alongside the, the production side, the business side of it, rather than just the creativity and stuff like that. So I feel like I gotta really schedule out my time to specific things that I need to just do for that day. And I mean, I just gotta work on the fun stuff when the time for that come. You know what I mean? So that'd be a real battle with me, really, because I come here and work on just the next drop, and before you know it, now I don't have the, like I was saying, the breakdown sent to the print shop, and they just waiting on me. So today they ain't print, so that's falling into the next day, which pushes everything back. And what we got going on, you gotta be speedy, like you gotta be quick. Like, we need stuff printed every day if we can. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be like a small challenge, really. Something easily could be fixed, but that's just me facing myself right there.
What about you, Marlon? What are some of the biggest challenges that you face?
I say honestly, I think now it kind of got to the point where like I don't have mainly my own projects, but I have like so many projects that's I'm working on with everybody else. You know what I mean? So actually being able to like keep up with everything, talk. Sometimes I find myself not even being able to talk to you. You know what I mean? And it's not that I don't want to call. It's just that I had everything else going on that I wasn't able to even check on that project. You know what I mean? But I think that that's like the biggest challenge when you kind of get to the manager level. You know what I mean? You deal with other people, and so making sure that people having a good day, so that they could give their best effort into what we doing. You know what I mean? Like, if you having a rough day, I want to make sure I'm able to like still get the best out of you, even though you're not at your best. Because we still, for the business to ultimately keep running, everybody gotta be making headway at something. You know what I mean? And just being able to check on everything and knowing what to check on. Because I mean, it's honestly is a lot. Like Nick said, he'll get indulged in the fun stuff. Like this right now, I'm having the time of my life doing this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing what I love to do. When we was reading that book, I mean, like, the time just flew by, and we had the inventory sheet that we was trying to do that. I didn't even get to go check on that because other things have my attention. So, building the system around with good people, that way we have Stacy, we have Nadi, we have people that even when I'm bottled down with tasks and not able to work on projects, maybe they could go lend a hand and they know what we want and what we're looking for as a company.
I know our listeners and our audience are really interested.
Make sure y'all subscribe. I just want to let you subscribe to the video
a little thing in there.
right now.
If you think this video is giving
comment,
you value,
thumbs up
this video. Run them likes up.
Tell us what your favorite part. What was your put your favorite part of the video. Put the number.
We're gonna break it down too. I'm gonna put the time where we talking about the different questions.
Okay.
Like under the video, so they can see like the different things. If they just want to click and go to that, you know what I mean? Because this is a pretty long video. It's almost 30. What that is, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
30-minute video.
We appreciate y'all.
We're gonna end it like this. That's what we're gonna. Oh, you got something else for us, Bree? That's what we ending it with.
What is it? What's the last? Oh, hobbies. Skateboarding,
freestyle rapping.
Freestyle.
I like the freestyle rap.
No, let me hear something. Let me hear.
So I know our audience are really interested to know, what do you guys do in your free time when you're not here working on World and Vision or working on your business and things like that?
Turn up. You want me to be honest with you? Turn up. I'm 24 years old.
And what we mean by turning up for us is like calling the people that our friends over.
There we go.
And like more turning up is like team bonding. It's like bonding kind of, cause I mean we can't do it we figured out that we more stronger with other people, and you have you get a better perspective when you have more perspectives, because if it's just me, I could be thinking that my way is the right way, and then when you get somebody else, you get a separate opinion, then you get 3 more other people, then you get all these different opinions, and it always make our ideas better. It make our life better, because if you have people around you that's making those strides, and they're getting knowledge, and like they bringing it back to the group. I mean, I be feeling like that's the funnest part. I mean, we just be hanging out. I mean, having picnics.
Right. All right. Turning up for us is reading a book and just being real with you.
And playing chess.
But
we not boring, I promise.
We not boring.
I promise.
We have fun. In learning and growing is actually the real fun.
I know it may hurt right now, but you're gonna be getting that. You're gonna be like, Lord, I'm trying to read another one.
Facts. So that's what we ending it with, huh?
All right, thank y'all. Appreciate it. We out. I love you, mama.
Thank you for watching this video. If you got any value out of this, man, please subscribe with this button right here and check out either this video or this video if you want to see more. Thank y'all.